like, I'm not happy with this, and we could both be like saying something. If you say something, it makes me really sad. You know what I mean? So that's basically what RSD is. It's like having
You feel emotional talking about it?
I did. I think I was just telling them like, I don't want to cry. It's so stupid.
Cry, baby. It's okay.
I don't even like talking about it.
I know. You know, you're human, babe. And we all have our own battles, and
Yeah.
the fact that you can acknowledge whatever you're going through and trying new things, I think it's a big dub, you know, it's a big win. You do try a lot of things and you don't give up on yourself, and you should be proud of all the accomplishments that you've done.
Thank you. Love you.
With everything that you go through, you've accomplished so much, babe. So you should be really proud and happy that we're here. And just know we have our speed bumps, but everything's always worth it at the end, babe.
Yeah. I think just what hurts me the most is like me being a kid going undiagnosed. Like I'm like, I could have been smarter, you know?
You're smart, babe.
I know, but I'm like, what if I could have been a genius if I was treated? You know?
Hey, but look at your life right now. There ain't nothing to complain about.
I know. Yeah. You're
I wish I was smart.
You are smart.
Sometimes we're not blessed with. I'm not gonna sit here and say you're dumb, babe. You're not. So,
I know I don't feel like I'm dumb, but I'm like, fuck, what if I was smarter than, you know?
I mean, fuck. I read a whole page from a book and I don't even know what the hell I just read.
I swear, I told Benny, I feel like he has ADHD. I feel like he has a lot of my symptoms. And like, you need to go get diagnosed.
Yeah, I think a couple battles that she has would be, so what she just mentioned would be thinking that
Like
she takes things personal.
I do.
When I tell her that, look how you feel. There's days where you don't want to talk to anybody. So that's probably how other people feel.
Oh yeah, like if someone doesn't respond to me, I'm like, they fucking hate me. They're mad at me.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that everybody has their problems, their own life, and this, that, you know? So it's never directed towards you. You just need to realize everyone has their own life, you know?
The world doesn't revolve around me.
I mean, you know, that's...
Yeah.
Just don't take things personal, babe. You go through shit, you know, you're just open about it to the people. Some people aren't, so you don't know what other people go through.
That's true.
So some people can be going through a lot and still have a smile on their face. You know what I mean? I'm really proud of you for everything that you do and everything you try. And
I told them that I got misdiagnosed with bipolar. I was taking bipolar meds for like a whole year. I literally just stopped taking them like not even like less than a month ago.
But you know, this is I think we both kind of, you know, we're trying to figure that out. You know what I mean?
What? Like if I'm bipolar?
No, like I feel like in the beginning, you know, that's when you weren't like, how do you say, you weren't
Like aware?
I mean, I feel like you were aware
That I had
was
something,
there,
but I didn't know
you
what it
just
was.
weren't making moves to try to figure it out.
Yeah, you guys want to know something? It was actually Benny that pushed me to go get diagnosed because I always knew something was wrong with me, but I never, not that I didn't care, I was just kind of scared maybe of what I was gonna hear. So that's why I went to the psychiatrist and I told him I was scared of taking medication, but he's like, you've never tried it, what if it changes your life for the good? So that's kind of what it was. Literally you that pushed me, or else I would have still been untreated with everything.
I feel like we both did, right? You know, when I came into the relationship, I didn't know like how to deal with that.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of transpired to the people, and they noticed a lot of that too. Remember, people were like on my ass about, wow, you're sensitive, you're this, you're that.
But they didn't know really what was going on either.
But at the same time, I learned, you know, like I learned from
Like
you.
how to deal with,
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
learned a lot about mental health, and I learned a lot about that, and I knew I had to because, you know, my partner was dealing with it. So I think,
Yeah.
you know, we both learned.
Yeah, because I think when they called you insensitive, basically Benny was getting canceled because during this time, I don't know if it was, I don't remember if it was like before, because I remember at that house is when I first got diagnosed, but I don't know if it was before or after like that whole video. So obviously, like, I feel like dealing with people with ADHD, hopefully people like that don't take offense to it, but I feel like, or at least I can be a little hard to deal with other, like Benny has been learning so much on how to, I guess, deal with me, or like knowing how to, not like that, but knowing how to react in that moment, you know, like with me, like you know how to make me feel better, basically.
I mean, it took a lot of trial and error, but for sure, you know, I wanted to make sure I was the right partner and the right one to comfort her anytime she wanted or was going through anything, you know, because that's, who are you gonna feel safe with besides me, you know? So it took a lot of patience, time, learning, you know. And
Benny is definitely the definition of if he wanted to, he would, because you know, he has been supporting emotionally Alondra through her journey of trying to figure out what she has, whether she was bipolar or she had ADHD. And he admits, you know, they both admit that at first it did cause a lot of problems in their relationship. But he put in the effort and the work to figure out how to not deal with it, but how to, like, how to understand her better and how to make her feel better, you know. At first, you know, he admits, you know, like, I was like, are you exaggerating? But, you know, he slowly but surely figure out that, I have the hiccup, sorry, that it was something that she had, like, medically, and that because he loved and loves her, you know, he had to figure out a way to make her feel better and be there for her. And he says, you know, with patience, he has been able to find ways that make her feel better. And, you know, and she also accepted the fact that he is her comfort, you know, like whenever she goes to interviews or whatever the case may be, like, she looks for him to be her comfort. And I feel like he was literally made for her, you know. And like Benny states also, like, everyone is fighting their own battles. No one should be, like, as far as mental wise, everyone is fighting a battle, and it's hard to judge someone when they have so much on their plate, especially Alondra. You know, she's like constantly in the eye of us, you know, and sometimes we comment on everything and anything, and we did sometimes make comments as far as, oh, she looks down, this and that, but we didn't really know what was going on behind the scenes. And, you know, that's why sometimes we shouldn't judge, but it's so hard sometimes, you know. But I am glad that she has Benny for support. And, you know, he really, really, really does love her. And no matter how things started in their relationship, how it happened to be that they got together, like, I feel like they were just meant to be. And I love that for them. And hopefully they can overcome all of this with her new diagnosis and look forward to it, basically like a new beginning. So I love that for them.